Amazon has a wide selection of products. Their inventory is vast and ever growing, which for some might be a little difficult when it comes to product selection. So many choices, so many options. What do we choose? It's becoming a little congested. Well, with my channel, I've always wanted to supply budget-friendly options for your lifestyle, and I'm gonna make it easier for you. I found one. These are the XFree Go by Tribit, and they're going down in my book as Amazon's best budget-friendly option when it comes to headphones. How, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna tell you that in today's video. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. As always, this is your host Mellow, and if you've been following along with me, you'll probably know that I'm a big fan of audio. I love headphones. I probably have about maybe 12 pairs in my own personal collection, but not a lot of people are ready to make that kind of commitment to spend $200 to $300 for a pair of premium headphones. That's where I found it in myself, to find a nice middle ground, a nice balance between quality audio and lower price point, budget-friendly options. Combine those two, and that's where the XFree Go's come into play. We'll go ahead and talk about the perks that these headphones have to offer, do a product overview, pros and cons, and ultimately why I feel these headphones are going to work for a lot of you out there watching this video. But before we can do all of that, why don't we go ahead and unbox these headphones and get a closer look. And now that we got them unboxed, why don't we go ahead and take a closer look. To get us started, when it comes to the build quality of these headphones, you're going to find that they're mainly comprised of plastic, which isn't necessarily such a bad thing. It does promote that these headphones are going to be lightweight. When it comes to the actual weight of the headphones, I believe they come in at about 16.1 ounces. When you're resizing them, like most headphones, you're going to see that hidden inside, they do have a steel band for a reinforced fit, meaning when you stretch it, they're not going to so easily snap or bend on you. And while we're doing that stress test, I guess this would be a good time to talk about the clamping force. These aren't going to hug or crush your skull by any means. As I'll demonstrate, everyone has different head sizes, but these fit nice and comfortably on my head. It's not putting so much pressure on me. And I'll just go ahead and do a quick side profile and back. I believe when it comes to the cushions, they are a on-ear design. The cushions are big, but they're not an around ear design. They fit nice and comfortably. And speaking of the cushions, these are probably one of the most comfier cushions that I felt on a headphone for its price point. There's headphones that are usually around the same price or even higher that don't come anywhere close to these. So definitely one of the selling points for these headphones is that they're nice and comfortable. Not only are you going to get that, I wouldn't necessarily say memory foam, but that foam on the earphones themselves, but they do have it on the band. So it's just going to be an overall comfortable fit for you. When it comes to the XFree Go, they are a wireless headset, so they connect to your device via Bluetooth. giving you the ability to listen to your music on the go or take hands-free phone calls. They do have that capability to them. When it comes to the wireless range, they have a range of about 33 feet, which is really nice. When it comes to the battery life, these have a battery life about 24 hours. I typically will get anywhere from 20 to 22 at about 75% volume. When it comes to recharge time, it takes a good 2 hours to get you back to that whole 24-hour capacity, and it does have fast charging to it. So surprisingly, 10 minutes will give you back 4 hours of playtime. Let's say you're not a big fan of wireless or Bluetooth. Inside of the packaging, they do include an auxiliary cable to do a hardwired to your device for a more traditional sense. So either or, you choose the option. They have them for you depending on what you're looking for. So why don't we go ahead and talk about the pros, because there is a lot to like about these headphones. And coming in at the #1 spot is going to be sound quality. When it comes to sound quality, surprisingly, these headphones do pack a punch. Vocals are pretty rich, and surprisingly, it is bassy compared to some of the other guys like Skull Candy, Plantronic, and some of those other headphones. It's a little unfair to talk about headphones and the quality because you're not there listening to it. It's hard to relay that over video. But if you're thinking of these as going to like compete with, like, let's say Bose or premium Sonys, you know, that kind of expectation is gonna let you down. If you're coming at these headphones from a middle ground, as I've been pointing it out, then these headphones, when it comes to sound, they are pretty superior to some of the other guys out there. Coming in at the #2 spot is gonna be comfort. Like, these headphones are just, I don't know what padding they're using, what cushions they went with, but these things are just probably some of the comfier pair of headphones that I've owned. And I've owned some older Boses, some of the gaming headphones, you know, the HyperX Cloud 2 Pros. I thought that those had like very comfy headphones. So for these, I can honestly say that when it comes to long sessions of listening to music, these are going to sit on your head and not give you any type of strain or clamping force that's going to drive you crazy. These are going to be a very solid pair of cushions for you. And finally, as my third point I'd like to point out is going to be simplicity. In an age where technology is just ever growing, sometimes we don't need all the smart gesture, hand controls, things like that. This headphone has 3 buttons, volume up, volume down, and a power on and off switch, and that's about it. Sometimes, in my opinion, easier can be better. So I'm a big fan of that when it comes to these headphones, that simplicity definitely gets the job done. Now, not everything is perfect, and these are going to be my little cons about the headphones. At this point, it's probably going to be just a little bit nitpicky when it comes to my opinion regarding that. But the first thing is, when it comes to the input of the headphone, it is using a micro USB versus maybe something a little bit more up to date like a USB Type-C. Not everyone is going to be carrying around a micro USB. It's older technology, but again, that's very minimal compared to a lot of the pros that this headphone has to offer. And as mentioned before, a small con to the headphones are going to be the build quality. Not that they're going to fall apart on you when you're wearing them, or they aren't going to last you a whole 2 to 3 years, but I'd imagine because it is comprised of plastic, you know, one small tumble, one small drop, and you might compromise the build quality of your headphones, unfortunately. Another little con that I found about the headphones is actually in regards to the branding. I'm not a big fan of the cosmetics of the outer shell. Very, again, being nitpicky there, but it kind of reminds me of those headphones that you would wear when you're at the library in elementary school. I'm not a big fan of the design, but Very, very minimal. Now there is one thing I left out, and I typically like to save this until the end of the video, and that's going to be the price point. At the time of filming this video, the XFree Go's by Tribit come in at around the price point of $29.99. I don't know about you, but to me that is an extremely affordable, budget-friendly option coming directly from Amazon themselves, and is going to work for potentially a lot of people out there looking for a pair of decent sounding headphones. So why would you go with these headphones? Who is this product exactly for? To me, it's going to be those that don't already own a premium Bose or premium Sony headphones that do want to get quality audio at an affordable price point. Hey, maybe you're traveling and you don't want to bring your expensive headset with you, potentially to lose it or drop it. These headphones, the XFree Go's, would be a perfect alternative to bring with you whenever you're traveling on the go as a safer alternative to your more pricier headphones. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up today's video. Let me know if you are enjoying the content that I'm providing for you. If you decided to go with these headphones, or if you found an alternative, hey, let me know which ones you went with. I wouldn't mind hearing your input. Beyond that, I think I'm going to enjoy these XFree Go's. And with that, you all enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you for the next one. This has been Mellow. You all take care.